a bit about why we started the Agile sourcing in ThoughtWorks. It was very much, we looked at it and like, what's our current structure? What's our current kind of frustrations? So here's some of the points of what we kind of identified, like why we wanted to change. It's a story that's gone through a lot of the roles that I've had. So, lack of focus, like how do we really focus on what we're doing? It's hard for us to prioritize what we do, especially if you're on a full desk or a 360 role and you should do more for sourcing, but how do you actually get time for that? Lack of feedback, too many blockers of people not getting back to you. You don't feel there's any structure in your day or in the way that you work. And for us especially, like ThoughtWorks is a company that's growing, and our team was as well. So for us, a big part of it was like, how do we scale this? We were a small team at the time, but we knew that it was something that we would have to really be able to scale. There's a lot of changes going on, not just in the company, but like most of us, the role that we get in the beginning of the month might not be the same role that we're looking for at the end of the month. So how do we keep kind of being flexible enough to roll with that while still getting results? And then having a process. So how do we actually put down what we do, be transparent about it, but still be flexible enough to show people that if things change, we can change as well. So that's a bit of the background of why we wanted to change and why we started Agile sourcing. So a bit about how we got started. And this is very much something that I would get everybody who's thinking about putting more Agile things in how you work, try to, as much as possible, to work with somebody in your company, or if you're lucky enough to be able to get an external consultant to come and advise you on it, work with somebody who's worked with Agile before. It doesn't have to be somebody who's worked with Agile in HR or recruitment or sourcing. What we did at ThoughtWorks is we were lucky to have one of our principal business analysts that could advise us on what is Agile and which parts of Agile methodology will fit to the kind of problems that we had. So we started working with an Agile coach. And for him, it was very much to understand, like, what is your process? Because he came from the kind of software development and the business optimization, the kind of digital transformation space. For him, it was about understanding what our processes was, and then be able to advise us of which parts of Agile methodology and the different methods would be something that could help us. So that's very much where we started. We started mapping our current process. So really going in from A to Z. Where does our work start? What do we do? Who's our stakeholders? How long does each thing take? Where's the blockers? So when we do something, how long does it take? And who do we hand it off to? And find out where's all the kind of bottlenecks in our process that we should try to find something to alleviate that. And then after that, kind of looking at what kind of Agile methodology would fit into that. So is there things within Agile that could alleviate that or help us actually get rid of some of those bottlenecks?